Are you ready?
I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm ready.
Ready to go.
Sir?
I'm ready to go.
Trot around.
Okay, first of all, hello everybody. My name is Stefan. And how long have you been practicing parkour?
On and off for a year. On and off.
Probably 2 months, 3.
This is actually my second day.
Second day. Today is not really a structured class or session. What I'll do is just a short warm-up with you, and then I see what you girls want to do. My idea is I will just maybe help you to set up few routes and help you to work on small routes, combinations, 3-4 movements, very easy things but small displacement, just in order to bring you the idea of parkour, which is moving, traveling from one point to the other, and help you to succeed. Okay? See if you're fine with that. Voilà. This is the program.
The playground. Just be careful. Not crazy. Keep focus. For improve better. Be careful with the people. Et voilà, have fun.
So left hand, right leg. Okay? Right, left, and slowly, not too fast. Yes. Complete. Legs, arms, abs, back muscles. Very complete. You can't really see it from a short distance, but if we start doing it for an hour, going around, forward, backward, sideways, trust me, it's very hard exercise. So I won't kill you today, it's not the point. But remember, it's exercise as much as possible. Slowly, not too fast, just once again, the movement has to become yours and become natural.
First of all, we want to share our passion. Because I guess we are all parkour lovers here. We just want to share our knowledge because we have been training for a long time. We have some experience, and if we could help the new practitioners to progress, to practice in the right way, you know, and we can also learn from everybody. So it's always good to share.
It's sort of difficult to, learn all the things because most of the things come from the internet. You watch a lot of videos, you talk to people all across the country on different forums, and you try to improve your techniques all on your own. When you come to an event like this, you come to be humbled, you come to listen. A lot of people who want to be traceurs, they try to focus on the cool things about parkour, but a lot of parkour is just open space. It's just running. And so, until you hit an obstacle, you're just running.
And where do we start?
We're here to answer any questions that you may have about the discipline, about the spread of the discipline, the origin, and how it's taught now in Europe, the state of play in Europe now, which is where it's very much accepted and endorsed by the government. They're now funding us to develop it as a program to benefit young people, as a social inclusion program, to give them a positive discipline in life. That's really the main benefit of it, which has been seen so far. Obviously, because it was born in Europe, it's made a lot of headway there. But the aim is to help the United States get to the same position. And we see that one of the communities here that is very well positioned to do that is these guys, the Ohio State University Club. So whatever you guys do, whatever the university chooses to do and chooses to endorse, is going to have a big knock-on effect for the rest of the country.
There are the liability issues that are of concern, and what I would hope that we can do is explain the process, as well as probably throw in some other information that you're going to need to know, things that would help you, give you the greatest chance for approval. I see that as being the role that we play.
At this meeting, they say, maybe we have to take these guys seriously now, because we could see that without us, they already managed to set up all these things. And they're not stupid. this is just the beginning.
Do we get like a 30 count?
Alright, so Travis did this, so we get like 20 seconds. And if you touch the most, you're like, no. You don't know what Travis is in right now. What do we do when we come in? This man, yeah, this guy. Travis. Do you want to run steady light? So we got 20 seconds to get away. Yeah, just a touch.
Parkour, when it started with Yamakasi, it was very hard to improve because they had to experience all this kind of exercise. With time, even if people don't speak too much, you improve faster. All the time we spend on finding exercises, finding movements. In 10 years, they won't have to do it. They will have time to find new things.
Thank you guys for coming. We really appreciate it. This roundtable again is for you guys. So whatever you want it to be, it can be. What we are interested in is really trying to get an idea of what is going on around the country, trying to get an idea of what other scenes, what other universities, what other clubs are doing. I mean, obviously we got a lot of community heads, a lot of big scenes represented here. So hopefully trying to make something good out of it. So enjoy, guys.
So who wants to start? Any topics that you want to bring up?
Mark T-Rock. I'd like to know what you guys are doing to leverage the success of the clubs that already exist.
What we're hoping to do is to use the knowledge of everyone. I mean, we think you guys have to work together, really, because that's how we managed to succeed in the UK. We now have a very strong core of practitioners who are all very experienced, and they've all sort of come together and put their effort into it. And that's how you have to do it. If you work against each other or in small groups, obviously not going to work.
I guess that's my point, is I feel like, and I have to say this to the PK Horizons guys, that they've kind of maybe, and I don't know, but perhaps not made the best use of existing clubs. There are a lot of colleges and universities here that have clubs. There's a gap, and I don't like that, and I want to find a way to close that gap and make people work together. And there must be some problem that's made it more convenient and accessible to bring you guys over when there are people in the country who have this experience and are already successful.
Well, I think what we originally did when first started the club, I emailed you, M2, and I said, hey, I'm working on starting this club, and you said you try not to get too involved. So what we did then was actually Mohammed, actually I think just called these guys up in like September. And so Dan answered the phone, and Mohammed and Dan had a pretty long conversation. And so from there we had that contact. As we've been going through this process, it's only then that we started to realize that there's other clubs. That's why we wanted to try and bring everyone here today, to try and talk and then get to know what you guys are doing. Because again, we felt like we missed out on something.
No one's gone on this. From our perspective, this is the first time that a group in the US has actually tried to make a strong lineage with the founders. Because at the moment there is no national association in this country. And there are in Europe. Most countries have their own national association now. And we're now in the stage of developing an international association, which will be an umbrella for all of those to affiliate to, which will really strengthen the whole movement. But you guys in America don't have anything like that at the moment. So what we'd like to ask you is, how do you think you can work together to maybe to create something like that, or to share your knowledge, to share the experiences, and to share how far you've got so far, and actually build something that can then be recognised by the larger authorities in the country.
Well, I look at it myself as the beginning, really, of an exploration. That's the reason we're exploring. You don't know what you'll run into on an exploration. What the sky looks like, what the stars look like. Do they still twinkle, or are they a steady light when you get outside the atmosphere?